The streets of Riverside, Ohio were quiet that night. The wind carried the smell of rain, and the streetlights flickered in the rundown part of town. A young homeless woman walked quickly, clutching her little girl in her arms. Her name was Rachel Miller. Her jacket was ripped, her sneakers worn thin, but her eyes still held fire. In her arms, her 6-year-old daughter Lily whimpered from hunger. Rachel whispered to herself, "Just a little further, sweetheart. Maybe tonight someone will help us." Headlights cut across the alley. A black Ford Explorer with sheriff decals slowed down. Rachel froze, her heart pounding. The driver rolled down his window. A deep voice called out, "You all right, man?" Rachel hesitated, then stepped closer. Her voice cracked. "Sheriff, my little girl hasn't eaten in 2 days. Please, I'll do anything. Just help us." The man behind the wheel was Sheriff Michael Adams, 38, broad-shouldered, with a rugged face that carried both authority and loneliness. He studied her carefully, the exhaustion, the fear, and the fierce love of a mother who refused to give up. After a pause, he said quietly, "Get in, I'll take you somewhere safe." Rachel's grip tightened around Lily. "You're not going to hurt us, are you? You're not expecting something?" Adams shook his head firmly. "No, I give you my word. You and your girl will be safe." Something in his voice, steady, honest, convinced her. She slid into the passenger seat, holding Lily close. The ride was silent except for the hum of the engine. After 20 minutes, they pulled up to a modest 2-story house on the edge of town. Adams parked and opened the door. "This is my place," he said. "Come on inside." Rachel stepped inside cautiously. The house smelled faintly of coffee and old wood. The furniture was simple but clean. No toys, no laughter, no signs of family. She whispered, "You live here all alone?" Adams hesitated before answering. "My wife passed away 4 years ago. We never had kids. Since then, yeah, it's just me." Rachel lowered Lily onto the couch. The little girl curled up, too tired even to speak. Adams went into the kitchen, poured a glass of milk, and brought back a plate with bread and peanut butter. "Here," he said softly. Lily devoured the food. Rachel's eyes filled with tears as she watched. She hadn't seen her daughter eat like that in weeks. "Why are you doing this?" she asked. "Why help me? People usually just turn away." Adam sat down across from her, his gaze steady. "Because I know what it feels like to lose everything. And because you didn't beg for yourself. You begged for her." Rachel's chest tightened. No one had ever spoken to her like that. Adams leaned back, his tone quieter now. "You came to the station earlier tonight, didn't you? I saw you before you left. You had that look in your eyes like the whole world was against you, but you weren't going to give up." Rachel nodded slowly. "All I wanted was someone to listen. Someone to care?" Adams's jaw clenched. For years, he had buried his grief under duty and routine. But now, sitting across from this woman and her little girl, something inside him shifted. He said firmly, "You're not sleeping on the streets tonight. Stay here, both of you." Rachel's eyes widened. I can't take advantage of your kindness." But Lily, already asleep on the couch, answered for her. Rachel looked at her daughter, then back at Adams. For the first time in years, she whispered, "Thank you." The next morning, sunlight spilled through the blinds. Rachel woke to the smell of bacon sizzling. She sat up, disoriented, until she saw Lily curled up under a warm blanket, sleeping peacefully. In the kitchen, Adam stood at the stove, cooking breakfast. He looked over and gave a small smile. "Coffee's ready?" "Help yourself." Rachel hesitated. She wasn't used to kindness without a price. "Why are you doing this, Sheriff? You don't even know me." He set down the spatula and turned to face her. "Because everyone deserves a second chance. And maybe I need one too." For the first time, Rachel saw past the badge and the uniform. She saw the man, lonely, hurting, but genuine. Days turned into weeks. Adams helped Rachel find work at the diner in town. He enrolled Lily in school. He even gave Rachel, his spare credit card for emergencies, something no one had ever trusted her with. And slowly, something unexpected grew between them. Respect turned into friendship. Friendship turned into something deeper. By winter, Rachel and Lily had moved fully into the house. And one snowy evening, as they decorated a Christmas tree together, Adams dropped to one knee. "I don't want you to just stay here as a guest," he said, his voice steady but nervous. "Rachel, I want you and Lily to be my family. Will you marry me?" Rachel covered her mouth in shock. Tears welled in her eyes. She looked down at Lily, who was smiling brighter than she had in months. With a trembling voice, Rachel whispered, "Yes." For the first time in years, Sheriff Michael Adams felt whole again. And for Rachel Miller, once a homeless drifter, the darkness of the streets was replaced by a home, a family, and a future she never thought possible.